Hello, and welcome to my very first video on this channel. Today's video is basically a booktube newbie tag. What is that? So first of all, booktube is a fun little term for people who talk about books on YouTube. Newbie is something that we call new people, and the tag is something that we do hashtag booktube newbie. And then it's a standard set of questions I'll be asking and answering on this video. So the first question, obviously, I want to talk about books. Duh. I mean, if I didn't like talking about books, then there's no reason for this channel. Secondly, I didn't have a hard time talking or expressing my thoughts and opinions out loud, so I thought I'd challenge myself and talk about stuff that I enjoy, books, and hopefully that will help me become a better orator and be able to talk about my opinions out loud, not just about books, but in any other subject matter. Well, I think just like each individual person is unique, everyone's going to have a slightly different angle and opinion about whatever subject matter is being brought up. With my life experiences, I believe I'll have a different opinion from someone else, which is different from the other person, which is different from the other person. So that's how I'm going to bring a unique voice to YouTube. As far as some fun things I'm able to bring, and my personality. Duh. I'm fun. I'm exciting. Right? That's what my mom says. So it's gotta be true. Right? Coffee break. But yeah, I mean, like I said, everyone's unique. Everyone has a unique opinion. So I see no harm, even if you have everyone talking about books. Everyone's gonna have a unique, slightly different aspect and angle. And I think the more that we share that, the better everyone else will be. I don't really have any large aspirations for my channel. Again, this is mainly for me to be able to practice speaking out in front of other people. Well, not in front of other people, but being able to talk about my ideas and opinions out loud. So if I'm able to do that and get better at it, I'll say I have succeeded. But also, if I can just share my opinions with others and get other people to start reading, then I'll say I've done my job. I love reading because it's a safe place. Like, no matter what's going on in the real world, in real life, books are always a haven, a safe place for me to go. Even if it's the most violent, crazy book, for me it is a refuge. That's why I love reading. I've been reading since 4 or 5 years old. I don't remember the exact time. I'd have to ask my mother. She'd probably know better than me. But I've been reading since a very young age, and I've been reading ever since. I'm now 32 years old, so 28 years, I think. Math is hard. So, I guess when I was younger, the Magic Treehouse book, or the Magic Treehouse book series, was probably the one that really got me reading. It's educational, it was fun, it had a fantastical element, which I've always enjoyed and still enjoy to this day. But yeah, that's the book series that got me started into reading. The book series that got me more into reading as an adult, I was actually probably like 12, 13 years of age, was the Star Wars series. It was the Jedi Academy trilogy. I don't remember the author, but it was a 3-book series, so that was my first like adult book series. There's a trilogy, which was a big adult word for me at the time. And ever since then, I've been reading. So right now, I have 2 favorite booktubers, Daniel Green and Murphy Napier. The questions I'd probably ask them be, how do you balance your YouTube schedule and your outside life schedule? Because that's something I know I can have trouble balancing. If I'm really interested in a project, a game, book, I tend to focus all of my attention into that. And obviously that is not healthy. So I ask them, how do you balance that work and play type balance? Second question I'd probably ask would be, how do you manage when you have an unpopular or a controversial opinion about a certain book. How do you deal with the haters who can't let go of the fact that, hey, it's your opinion, you're entitled to it, instead of having to say, oh no, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong? How do you handle those people? As far as my challenges, probably my challenge would be the technical side of editing. I'm not the most creative, so finding ways to make videos interesting is probably gonna be the hardest challenge for me. And the other challenge would be keeping things going consistently. Like making a video here and there, that can be easy, but being able to keep a schedule and read books in a fairly short amount of time so you can read reviews on them, talk about characters or whatever. That'll probably be the second thing I'll be having a challenge with. When did I start reading? I think I've already answered this question. But I started reading when I was probably 4 or 5 years old. It was an animal noise book. I remember that. Where do I read? Usually I read in bed. Usually. I'll also read on the couch. And since I work quite a bit, I read on my lunch and breaks. Every once in a while I will listen to an audiobook for some reason. Yeah, I'll listen to them. And I enjoy them depending on the narrator. But there's something about actually having a physical book and reading it. Same thing with a Kindle or an e-reader. Yeah, it's great. I can read the book. Yeah, it's cool you have thousands of books. It's cool that it's more portable than regular books. You can have multiple books go with you. But it's just not the same as having an actual physical book, turning the pages, having that fresh book smell that I love. It's not the same. But when you don't have a whole lot of room, you don't have a whole lot of money, you do what you can. Most of the time I read fantasy, science fiction. I'll read the occasional thriller, not self-help, but feel-good book. I usually stay away from romance unless it's part of a wider genre. For example, it's not really romance, so never mind. I was going to say The Courtship of Princess Leia, which is a Star Wars Legends book. But even though it says courtship in the title, it's not really romancy. But anyway, that is my BookTube newbie channel, or BookTube newbie tag video. I hope you enjoyed. I have actually just finished a book that I'll be reviewing. It is by a local author. I don't know who Arthur is. Local author, Joseph DeProfio. It's called Ascendant Online, Witness the Beginning. I'll hopefully be having that out later on this week. Catch you later. No, that was lame. Catch you guys later.